Hello, everyone. John Bruna here with the Daily Quote. Let's get to it. Experience is not what happens to you, it's what you do with what happens to you. That's from Aldous Huxley. Such an important lesson here. We've all been through many challenges, we've all had great joys and successes. We have had quite a life. Matter of fact, it's really hard to even begin to try to recognize all the experiences we've had in a single day, let alone a lifetime. So this thing we call experience, and so many times in our lives, we say people are lacking experience. Sometimes we feel we've had too much experience. What is this thing we call experience? And how does it shape us? There's this life that we've had. We've sometimes looked at our past and maybe thought, well, we wasted some time. Matter of fact, I hear that quite a bit. It took me so many years to get here. I wish would have learned these lessons years ago. And it's kind of missing the point. It took all those years to get us where we are at. It took the experiences that we've had to ask the right questions to put ourselves in the place we are today. And sometimes we can think of our past as this thing that limits us, this stuff that shaped us in a way that we're kind of stuck. And that type of experience, well, it's unnecessary. A lot of people will think about their lives in terms of traumas they've had and don't really recognize that, well, that's also an opportunity to grow. There's post-traumatic growth, not just post-traumatic stress. Yes, the stress is real. It has arrived, but I've survived everything I've been through. And now I can recognize my resiliency. There's a past of ours that maybe isn't enveloping us in trauma, but can be very limiting. You know, it's how we label ourselves. I'm this kind of person, that kind of person. And don't recognize we're always in a state of becoming. We're never stuck or broken in that sense. And sometimes we look at our past with regret. And here I uh, I really get inspired by Thomas Edison's famous quote when asked about, you know, his 10,000 times of failing creating a light bulb. He said, I didn't fail 10,000 times. I successfully found 10,000 ways to not create a light bulb, which allowed me to discover how to. And that's the way I look at my past. Yeah, I get to learn from it. I get to learn what doesn't work so I can learn what does work. I have successfully learned over 1 million ways to not be happy, which has helped me discover how to become more happy, more resilient, more well. So the quote today, experience isn't what happens to us, it's what we do with the experiences, right? What we learn from, how do we grow from them? We're always in a state of becoming. Our past is not limiting, but rather can be the fertilizer of our continued growth.